My gardening was my secret. I didn't share it with any other kids at school because it wasn't cool. I just felt they wouldn't understand. Most of my friends were elderly ladies, really keen gardeners, wonderful people that I hung out with at the weekends and learnt from. I just felt like it was something very private. My name is Dan Pearson and we are at Hillside, which is my garden in Somerset. So when we acquired the property, it was held together with bale of twine and goodwill. It was a blank canvas. Friends of ours said, this is a life work. And now we find ourselves on this journey that is kind of endless. Gardening is real time. It's where you disengage because you're working with seasons, you're working with time that's beyond us. We can't manage it. We just have to work with what we're given and then respond according to what the season's telling us. This place is all about harnessing the views, and the borrowed view, which is the land beyond yours, is something that I've used again and again in how this garden is composed. The garden sits in a spine that's on a level with the house and stretches out to the east with the sun pouring over it in the morning. And then in between the barn and the house, there's the kitchen garden where we garden on flat ground. And beyond the barn, there's a new garden which we call the sand garden. There's a dialogue in the planting. Once you get that dialogue between the plants, you then start to get these beautiful changes in rhythm which can lead you through stopping places, pausing places where it intensifies, or just move you on very naturally. The paths are like the beat. If this was a piece of music, they'd be like the constant. One of the things that I always try to do when I'm designing is to think about how you might unlock the sensual world. Gardens are deeply sensual places. Sound is incredibly important, and if you just turn off your thinking and then just start listening, there are layers and layers and layers of sound in here, and of course they're very different to just out there where you've got the breeze and here it's still. This place is all about tuning into things which might at first be subliminal. You lead people towards finding those things and then becoming present. It wouldn't be the same if we weren't working on this together. It's very much a shared vision, and we're both providing the momentum and the energy which goes into making this place work. Huw tends to focus on the growing of the vegetables. I'm hardly involved with that at all. And I'm providing the momentum for things beyond the kitchen garden. Sharing a dream, really. It's a process of nurturing, giving something your best, and then allowing it to be itself. And there are points where you can just take your foot completely off the pedal and it can shine. It's there where the magic happens, I think, that kind of point of letting go and submitting to some degree to the natural orders. When you're gardening this closely to just losing control, you're really pushing the boundaries, your own boundaries, and sometimes you do lose control and then you have to be happy about that. The beauty of being involved in this process is there's always something to replace it. You just have to keep a very kind of open mind about the future, because you're always going to lose things. One of these trees will come crashing down and annihilate something that you've had all the best plans for, and then you just have to change and move with it.